Production support for the Friday Zone is provided by the Margaret A. Cargill Foundation and by WTIU members. Thank you.
Hey Emily, today's show is all about transportation.
Is that why we're driving in a convertible?
Yep, we can also drive in a boat.
Hey!
Or a snowmobile.
Whoa!
Or a plane.
Wait, I didn't know you knew how to fly a plane.
I don't.
You're not alone. You're in the zone. So hang up the phone and get in the zone. Get in the zone. The Friday Zone. You're in the zone. The Friday Zone. Everyone is invited to come. Everyone is invited to come. Everyone is invited. Get in the zone. Everyone is the Friday Zone.
Hey guys, welcome to the Friday Zone. Today's show is all about modes of transportation.
That's right, Emily, and the first mode of transportation I always think of is a car.
Me too, and that's why first up on the show, we are heading out to the Honda plant in Greensburg, Indiana to see how cars are made in this Friday Zone investigation.
Hey guys, we're here at the Honda factory in Greensburg, Indiana, and we're here to see every step in the making of one of these cars. All right guys, we're here with Steve. What station are we at, Steve?
Well, this is the stamping press. This is where it all begins. The car is born here.
I'm seeing all these chunks of metal over here. What are these for?
Well, the rectangles will become trunks, and the odd-shaped ones become doors. They get formed using the press into shapes for the car. Hoods, trunks, doors, and even parts of the frame.
All right, so we're at the end of this huge machine, and I see that those steel plates that we were looking at have been transformed into car doors.
Yes, this is the inside of the door, and as you can see, the associates work very quickly. They have to check for cracks and any mistakes with the parts as they come off the line.
All right, Steve, so we've moved on past the stamping and pressing station, and now we're here at the welding station. So what exactly is a weld?
Well, a weld involves two pieces of steel and then heat. It actually is melting the steel from two pieces into one piece. So all the panels come together. It's the side panels, the front, the rear, and the floor all together. And then these robots use spot welds to combine the car together. Yeah, this is the frame of the car. This is everything that's steel on the car, called a white body, and it's before it goes to paint.
So after the white body has been welded and everything, we're seeing that it gets sent into this big bath that's electrically charged, right? And what's that for, Jonathan?
The tank that we see here is it's got an electrical charge, and what it is doing is applying a coating to that car, and that coating prevents the car from rusting, and it makes your car last for a really long time.
So now we're here at the painting station.
We use robots to paint our cars. So here what we're doing is we're painting bumpers. Not only do we paint car body, but we also paint the bumpers to match that as well.
We're here at the final stage of the painting process. So what's going on over here?
This is the final step, really for us, making sure that there's no defects in the paint. There's no little error marks. So we have people in here looking for those.
All right, guys, I'm here with Mike, and we're at the body assembly part of the factory, and we just got done with paint. And so what are we doing here?
We remove the doors again to build them up.
And when you say build up the door, does that mean put in like the windows and the locks and all that?
That's correct. Yeah, we put windows, mirror, all the weather stripping, door locks, all that sort of stuff.
Man, it's amazing how this is becoming more and more like a Lego set to me. All right, Mike, we've seen them put gas in the car. They've added all the finishing touches. They've checked all the electronics. It looks to me like we got a finished product. Is this the end of the line?
We do have a few more checks that we'll do on each and every car just to make sure it's totally ready for the customer.
All right, guys, I'm here with Charles, and what I'm seeing here is a car that's wheels are spinning, but it isn't going anywhere. What are they doing here, man?
Here they're checking the speedometer function, make sure it's accurate as close as possible. Here they're also doing the brake check.
So you're basically just checking to make sure that all of the functions, backwards and forward, all that works?
Yes, correctly.
All right, guys, so we finally made it through the Honda factory. We've seen how cars go from a sheet of steel to this fine machine right here, and I think we've seen all we need to see. Hit it, Charles. Let's go for a ride.
Modes of transportation. Boat, 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 boat. Train, 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 train. Car, 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 car. Plane, 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 plane. Modes of transportation. Modes of transportation. Bus, 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 bus. Truck, 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 truck. Bike, 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 bike. Feet, 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 feet. Modes of transportation. Modes of transportation. Modes of transportation.
Here in the zone, we've got a bunch of bikes. My favorite mode of transportation.
Yep, not only bikes, but riders too. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, guys.
And we've also got our experts on hand, Vince and Ray from the Bloomington Bicycle and Pedestrian Safety Commission, to offer some smart riding tips. Thanks for coming in, guys. So what we're going to get started with?
First, we're going to check at our helmets.
Okay, cool.
Number one, important, right?
Right.
So we're good, right? Everyone's got their helmet on?
So we all have them on, yeah. It looks like everyone's pretty good. Maybe?
We do have a problem, though, I
Maybe?
think, with at least one of our riders.
Okay.
Not to point fingers, but maybe this guy right here,
Oh.
perhaps.
Yeah.
You
Well.
don't notice? So tell us what's wrong with it. So this looks right, but he has kind of a tail in the back. Now that's...
He does. So the first thing you need to make sure your helmet is on the right way.
Oh.
Okay. So this is the back side.
Oh,
of
I
the
thought that was just
visor.
like a cool little
Front.
space visor thing. Okay, so, okay.
So
Just put it on like this?
put it on like that.
Oh, it fits a lot better too.
Okay. We're halfway there.
Halfway?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Just snap it up?
Well, now what you want to do is use your eyes.
Okay.
Look up and make sure your helmet isn't too far back or too far forward.
Okay.
You should have about one or
So
two
not
fingers. Not like that.
Like that?
One or two fingers between your eyes and your helmet.
Right
Just
here?
like that. Right.
Cool. And now we're ready to strap her up?
Well, the next thing, there's two more things.
Oh my gosh.
Now you take your hand and you touch your ear.
Okay.
Do you guys touch
and touch the strap and make sure it makes a Y that
You
comes
guys can
down
do this too. Check
your
your
chin.
check your ears and
So you
stuff
guys can
too.
all do
Let me
this.
see your Ys.
Touch your ear and make sure the strap makes a Y that comes down to your chin. And if it doesn't, there's a little plastic piece right here that you can pull up and down.
So you want it
make
to
it secure.
hug the bottom of your ear a little bit?
Exactly.
Okay. And there we go. So
There
about
you
like
go.
that?
Good.
Just like that.
Okay, cool. Let me get the other side. And then what's next as I'm
Now
doing
you-
this?
Now you clip the strap.
Okay. Oh, who
There's
knew
your clip.
putting on bike helmets were so difficult?
Perfect.
Boom.
All right. Now the last thing is you open your mouth
Ah.
and you make sure the strap isn't too tight
Open your mouth.
and also that it's not too loose. Okay. So you want to make it snug enough so that it is held securely onto your head.
Perfect.
Well, my mouth is open.
Great.
Ah.
And you should be able to talk to your friends just like that.
Great. This is awesome. I love bikes. Okay.
No one, excuse me, when I first wore my bike helmet, I was kind of afraid that I looked not necessarily the most fashionable. It was different, but you guys look great. Was it hard to put on your helmet for the first time, or was it something to keep you safe?
No, not really hard to put it on.
So when you even riding your bike, it was comfortable?
Yeah.
Perfect. So now that we have the comfort down, don't we need to know about how to ride into the streets or wherever we're riding? Yes? So there's signs that you guys see, right? And those are the leaders.
Cool.
So let's get into it.
Explain some of these. You brought some signs of this. Let's go through
You
some
guys
of
see
these. I'll step back here with you guys.
So signs, when you're riding your bike in the streets, you have to follow the rules of the road. And one of those rules is obeying all the signs that you see. So we've got a few signs here. Let's go over what they mean.
Cool.
This first one here is, can anyone tell me what this one is?
Does anybody know? You know? What is it?
Can you guys? Great.
Very
we got a reader
good.
too.
Yeah.
And Ray, what does yield mean?
So yield means you are going to yield the right of way to whoever is in the opposite direction. You have to slow down and stop if anyone's coming.
So it's not like a stop sign. You can still go.
You can still go, but you have to yield. So the way I like to think of it is it's read like a stop sign. So
Right.
if anyone is coming, you have to stop and
a
let them go
caution.
first. Exactly.
Cool. Okay, what's next?
This is our traffic light.
Okay.
Okay. A traffic light, green means go. Yellow means slow down and get ready to stop.
Okay.
And then red, you all know what red means, right? Stop.
Stop.
Okay. Just like a stop sign.
Nice.
Okay.
Speaking of.
Speaking of, yes, this is a stop sign. When you see a stop sign, you have to stop and let other vehicles, people walking or bicycles go first.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Now I know in Bloomington we have a lot of these. What do these mean?
This is a one-way sign. Okay, some streets, if you see this sign on the street, it means you can only bike in this direction. Okay?
Okay, cool.
And
Simple.
that's what it means.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Very
what's this
easy.
last one here?
This is a railroad sign.
Is this? Oh, I thought it meant rough ride, but I guess I'm wrong.
Well, it could mean that.
Yeah.
Because going
don't know
over
what to
railroad
do.
tracks can be rough.
Yeah.
And so it tells you to watch out for railroad tracks ahead of you. Look both ways, make sure a train isn't coming, and then get ready for the rough ride.
Great, awesome. So next we will practice our riding in our little rodeo we are about to do. But just like we've been talking about here in the zone, it's safety first no matter what your mode of transportation. A lesson we also learned in our visit to the local skate park in this Friday Zone Flashback.
If you aspire to skate like this, you've got to start somewhere. And a great place to start is at the Upper Cascades Skate Park. There we found a whole group of young skateboarding mini camp participants learning boarding basics from co-instructors Will Lee, Jason Smith, and assistant David Bagliu. Located on Bloomington's northwest side on Kinzer Pike, the skate park includes a variety of features designed for use by skateboarders and inline skaters.
Basically, we've got a lot of transition here. We've got the big bowl, which a lot of pros and a lot of bigger or better, more skilled guys like. And then the cool thing about our park is that it's so wide and open that there's so many different ramp sizes and levels that it's really open for all skills.
Attendance at Skateboarding Minicamp, a program offered by the City of Bloomington Parks and Recreation Department, has risen.
There's not really any age group and there's no real skill level. We are welcome to all ages and all levels because we'll start out from kids who don't even really know how to roll, or we'll start from kids who pretty much are well along the way and can understand how to drop in and roll in and things like that. So what we really try and do is tune in on where they're at and what they need to learn and how to help them progress a little quicker.
One young skater named Will explained that while skateboarding involves physical skills, such as learning how to balance, for him it also involves surmounting something he calls the mental walls of fear.
Like when you go down a hill, when you just start, it's kind of hard because it's kind of frightening just to look down it and then go down it, because if it's like your first time, you're bored, it's just gonna feel kind of weird going down a hill.
Usually the best way to help someone get over being scared of something is to either show them how to do it by showing them yourself doing it, or you can always take them down a notch. Like let's say they want to go down like a 3-foot ramp, maybe take them to the 2-foot and show them how to roll down that first. They get a little more comfortable on that and then bring back to the 3-foot, and usually they're not afraid to do it by then.
According to Liam, another young participant, skateboarding isn't for the faint of heart.
I got a little scraped up today, and that's my worst injury I've had skating.
While minor cuts and scrapes can occur while skateboarding, there are ways to protect oneself.
The main thing to do is to stretch, because stretching, if you don't stretch, you're gonna hurt your tendons, your joints, everything.
And stretching, as I feel, is the #1 thing you should always do before you skate.
Mary, another young participant and self-proclaimed daredevil, also explained that wearing protective gear is important.
Well, I usually don't like to be safe because I just think these gear stuff makes me feel really sweaty and hot. But my parents, they said that I'll have to wear them because I'll be safe. And like one time when I was climbing up the wall and I was falling down, I could have easily got scratched up, but I had my knee pads on. So ever since I haven't argued with that.
While the safety gear might be standard, the boards are anything but.
Well, I got my board for my birthday from Rise, from my dad. It's an Anthem Boy board, and it's very special because all these boards are hand painted in Louisville by their company, and they're pretty local. I got some stickers on it, which I like a lot. Got some Rise stickers and Alien Workshop.
Friday Zone viewers, if you're excited about grinding, manuals, and ollies, Mary has some encouragement for you.
Hey kids, come down to the skateboard park. Learn something new and I'll see you here.
Welcome back to the Zone. I think we all are ready for our obstacle course that's set up with our signs, but first, you guys are going to teach us the ABCs before we get started. So.
Correctly. So we need to check our bikes, make sure they're ready to be ridden. So the first thing we want to check is the air in our tires. So everyone, if you could just kind of pinch your front and back tire to make sure it has enough air in it. If it's mushy, we need to get the air pump out and fill it up. But if it's nice and firm, we're good to go.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, thumbs up. Everyone good with air in their tires?
Thumbs up.
Good. Next, we want to check our brakes, right? We want to be able to make sure we can stop safely. So there are 2 different types of brakes out here. I see some of you have handlebar brakes. So go ahead and just push your brakes down and slide your bike forward to make sure it keeps your wheels from moving forward. Some of you have coaster brakes or pedal brakes. So you'll just want to pedal backwards to make sure it stops the wheel from moving forward. Okay, everyone check their brakes. The brakes look good?
Thumbs up over
Thumbs
here.
up. Thumbs up. Okay, now C, we want to check all the moving parts of our bike. So C stands for a couple things. The easiest one to remember is chain, but it also stands for cassette and crank. So if we look at all the things that are attached to our chain, we want to make sure everything's right where it needs to be, that our chain is on, that our pedals are where they need to be, that our crank is all ready to go. So you just want to look down and kind of just inspect everything, make sure it's where it needs to be, okay? Now be careful, the chain is greasy, so we don't need to touch the chain. Just make sure it's lined up with the teeth and everything.
Cool.
Okay.
Thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up over here.
Thumbs up. Okay, good. And the last thing is the quick check part, which stands for quick release. Now the only bike out here that has a quick release is the yellow bike up here. And what that refers to is some bicycle tires, the front wheel comes off very easily for security reasons. So you want to make sure that the wheel is on nice and tight up front.
Okay, cool.
Okay? So that's the last thing we're looking for. So ABC quick check, air, brakes, chain, cassette, crank, and your quick release.
Awesome.
So if everyone's bike is ready to go, we can do the obstacle course.
Let's do it.
Right.
I'm excited. Okay, let's set it up.
Okay.
Okay.
So
you guys feeling good? Your bike's checked?
Yield
So
sign
everyone
there. That's
head
our
over to the
starting
yield
point.
sign.
Do you want us all to line up?
Start with the yield.
You
Okay.
go one by one.
All right, guys. Start lining up at the
And
yield
we're
sign.
gonna
All right, I'm going to line everyone up right here.
face this.
Face them
Perfect.
Okay.
like that.
You can go behind. So can you.
All right, whoever's
Hey.
ready to go first.
Katie, are you ready?
Yes.
How long have you been riding?
I don't know.
For a while, but you feel comfortable now?
Yeah.
Your safety
So we'll
rules?
line up, I guess,
Okay.
when they're done.
Over here.
Come back.
I
here.
think you're
Okay.
ready.
Hopefully we'll get a
You're our
caravan
first
going.
taker.
So Ray and I can help direct the.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
So,
Katie,
I'll go-
whenever you're
I'll go
ready,
on this side.
Let's do it.
go ahead. You guys will just go all the
And
way
she's
around.
off.
Looking for the
What should she do with the railroad? Okay, you stop. Okay.
Look. Good job. Good
Perfect.
job.
All right, Em, you ready?
One way. Great.
Off to the railroad sign.
Okay.
Very good.
And now she's coming back
Nice
around to
stop.
the keys back at the
Good,
stop
okay.
sign.
Perfect.
She's stopping.
All right.
Do you feel like the guys have prepared you for this
Got one
obstacle
lap
course?
Yes.
Well, you can just
Great.
take it
Enough.
off.
think
All right.
so.
So this railroad sign is going to be no trouble.
No
All
problem.
right. After you.
Ray, I have some questions for you. Do bike riders have the same rules that apply to drivers on the road?
They do. They have both the same rights and responsibilities. When
Okay.
you're a bicyclist riding out on the road, you have all the same rights and responsibilities as a motor vehicle out on the road. So we need to make sure we pay attention to each of these signs when we're riding our bike in the road.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Come out back here.
Got it.
Nice job.
All right.
All right, well, while we finish up our obstacle course, we are actually going to take a break for a moment of silence. So make sure to come back.
This time on A Moment of Science, Yo, yo, yo.
A moment of science.
Ever wonder what makes a yo-yo yo? The answer lies in physics. You've heard of inertia, right? Inertia is the tendency of something in motion to stay in motion, and something at rest to stay at rest. When you let go of a yo-yo, gravity causes it to start moving down. Now, because it has a string wrapped around its axle, the yo-yo will start spinning. By the time it reaches the end of the string, it's spinning fast, and because of inertia, it has a strong tendency to keep spinning. The string that holds the yo-yo is attached to the axle in its middle. As the string unwinds, that axle is spinning too. So, when the string runs out, the axle keeps on spinning, causing the string to wrap itself around the other way. That's how the yo-yo winds itself back up. Now, in most yo-yos, there's a small loop at the bottom of the string. The yo-yo can be made to hang in that loop momentarily. That's called sleeping the yo-yo. A quick tug on the string pulls the loop against the axle, increasing the friction between them. It's that momentary increase of friction causing the string to catch on the axle, wrap around the spinning axle, and come up again. Yo, I'm Mandy Strife, and this has been A Moment of Science. Science. Word.
Today's Inventune is the engine. What would we do without engines? We wouldn't have cars, or trains, or spaceships. The first engine was made almost 2,000 years ago in the Egyptian city of Alexandria by a man named Hero. Hello there! Hero designed a ball filled with water with two pipes on opposite sides, heated by a fire. When water in the ball boiled, steam would come out the pipes. The steam would push against the air and spin the ball. Unfortunately, a practical use for the engine didn't happen until hundreds of years later.
Hi guys, welcome back. We've got a classic craft for you here in the zone today. Are you guys ready to get started?
Yeah!
All right. So Taylor, explain this one for us, please.
Sure thing, Em. Here's what you'll need to get started. You will need popsicle sticks. We have regular ones, we've got the big fat ones, all different kinds of colors. You'll need glue, scissors, and a little construction paper. And we've got ourselves a nifty little boat. It's easy to make. Our producer Eric made this one. It's got the little Friday Zone logo on it. So, let me show you how to get started. If you want yours to float, which you guys might want to maybe make them race or whatever, you need to make sure that they're symmetrical and then they'll be buoyant and they'll float. So you got these little pontoon things on here. So as long as you got your sides even, it'll float. So you guys can start by either getting the popsicle sticks and gluing them together, and we're using the hot glue gun, so make sure to be careful with these. Don't touch the tip because they get pretty hot. So you guys can do whatever. Free reign on this one. You use the construction paper to make your sails. You can cut them out. You can make a nice triangle, or you could make, I don't know, like 3 sails, 5 sails, 10 sails. We might be here all day, but it would look cool. So we can use yellow. We can use all these. So let's just get started, all right? Cool. What do you guys want to start with? You want to make the boat first, or you want to make the sails first?
Taylor, I'm over here with Hannah. Hannah, are you going to make a big boat or a small boat?
So here.
Big one.
A big one? All right. We have
popsicle
these
stick.
big popsicle sticks. I'm thinking you could even put them on top of each other and almost make different decks or levels to your boats.
Let's see.
It's endless, right?
Let's start
Here's some colors for you.
4. I'm going to do a little pontoon. 4. I'm going to start with the pontoon part. All
right.
4.
Well, Taylor,
yes?
While we keep working on our boats here, another cool craft you can make at home is up next. Take a look.
Welcome back, Cecilia. She's going to show us a high-powered vehicle you can make at home. All you need is a balloon, a straw, some string, and a little tape. First, put the string through the straw. Then, run the string from one side of the room to the other. Next, just blow up the balloon and, keeping it closed, tape it to the straw. When you're ready to launch it, just let go. You've just built a wind-powered, high-speed, string-directed balloon vehicle. Awesome! Thanks, Cecilia.
We have got some fantastic looking boats being built. Here's mine. Not quite finished, but I got the sail up. You guys almost got yours. They've got the, let's hold this up real quick. She's got the base of hers.
Looking
She's
good.
got the base of hers, very colorful. I like it a lot. Emily, let's go around and see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, well, we'll start off with mine. This is my boat, kind
Ooh,
of.
a little peppermint theme there.
Yeah, exactly. Hoosiers, whatever.
Whatever.
Tell me about your boat. She got creative. Look at that. Can we lift it up and let people see? What did you do to your boat?
I put 3 sticks in the middle that are pink, red, purple, and plain, and then I put little stickers.
It looks great. I really like this sail, the side of the sail. Do you guys see that? It looks very girly. I'm gonna come up here and see what you guys have. You guys have a great one. Can we flip it around and see the other side? Look at that. Nice colors. I think that's like the Italian flag. What's that big piece right there for?
We're still working on it.
It's a secret. I don't think they're gonna tell us yet. Can I see your boat? Oh, that looks great. What's the name of your boat?
I didn't name it.
It looks nice.
You know, some of these boats look a little old with all the hot glue on them, like spider webs.
Oh,
Yeah,
my boat's
spooky
clean.
boats.
Before.
Hey, who thinks they have the sturdiest boat? Emily, find the sturdiest boat.
Who has the sturdiest boat?
Who thinks their boat could withstand a hurricane?
I think this one.
Let's check it out.
Can you tell me about your boat? Look at can I turn it around for them to see? What'd you do on that side?
What else you guys got?
I put stickers on it.
You put stickers on it. Do you have a favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Look at this, Taylor. Do you see how colorful this is?
Ooh,
I know.
nice. I like that.
Looks like you're in a tropical place. It's a sturdy one. Yours looks pretty sturdy too. Why did you choose your pink sail? Is it your favorite color? One of them? Yeah? All right, great. Well, you know, this is great stuff, you guys. I'm so glad you were able to come in and help us make some boats. Now, that's all the time we have today.
Thank you guys so much. And everyone at home, another quick reminder for you to check out our website, fridayzone.org, where you can watch this episode and see behind-the-scene photos of our craft making. But for now, remember to live, learn, and play the Friday Zone way. We'll see you here next week.
Bye-bye. All right, who's still finishing up their craft?
Production support for the Friday Zone is provided by the Margaret A. Cargill Foundation and by WTIU members. Thank you.